So I start doing my twist outs by separating my hair into, sometimes I do 4 sections, sometimes I do one section on the top and 2 sections in the back, and then later I split the top section into two. I have a squirt bottle full of water, aloe vera juice, and oils that I just mix randomly. And then I squirt that onto the hair because it was really dry. Um, Make sure it gets all the way through. And so it's damp. Next, I take a moisturizer or a leave-in conditioner or anything of that sort. This time I'm using this leave-in moisturizer. I squirt it onto my hands, rub it through, rake it through my hair, make sure it gets all the way through everything so that it's evenly moisturized, because once I do my twist out, because the way my hair is set up, I typically don't go back and moisturize it until I do the next twist out. Then I took this comb thing. I have no idea what this is. I got it for Christmas. And I comb my hair all the way through because I also won't be doing that until the next twist out. Bear with me. It's a lot to do natural hair, and I do not have the time to do this every day. Next, I'm taking this styling cream from Mael, and I'm just going to add some more product in my hair. And this curl aid from Camille Rose, and that just goes on my ends. Next, I section my hair into, I typically do like a medium size, not too big, not too small. Too small takes forever to take out, and too big, I don't like the curl size. And I just twist the hair until it's all the way down to the ends. So, first quarter of my head is done. It took about 6 two-strand twists to fill up 1/4 of my head. And this is me being a fool. Nobody tells you how awkward this stuff is until you try it for yourself. So here we have 1/2 done. Yes, a little poofy, but I feel like that adds to volume. I do not like flat hair, so it doesn't bother me at all. If you want it to be a little tighter, just make sure that you start your two-strand twist from like the root of your hair, and then problem solved. But for me, the more volume, the better. So within the past, I don't know, year or so, I've come to really like the middle part. It used to not be my favorite, but here we are. So for the top half of my head, I just section it into 2 more fourths, put 1/2 in a bun, and continue to water or moisturize and add product to the front half the same way as you did for the back half. The only difference is that I don't like my hair really in my face. So what I tend to do sometimes is cornrow or twist the parts of my hair closest to my face, so that when I take my twist out, I leave the cornrow in as like some sort of divider, so that my hair is sort of kind of out my way. You'll see later. And the same way we started is the same way we finish, with a simple 2 strand twist all throughout your hair. Typically takes me like 40 minutes to an hour, depending on what music I'm listening to and if I decide to dance around and stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's that hard. But I mean, I've also been doing this for a little minute. But I mean, you just put one finger in front of the other, twist it around, keep going until you run out of hair. Now that the whole head is twisted, I just take the rest of the product that was on my hands and just try to put it on some more of the twist so I don't waste anything, and then throw on your satin scarf and you ready to call it a night. That's it. Okay, so I have been trying to make a YouTube channel in my head for the longest. It's weird. It's hard to talk to the camera. It's awkward. I don't know if I want to do a voiceover. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk to the camera while I'm doing stuff. I just don't know. But I figured the issue is I want it to be like where I see people's now after they've been doing it for like years. And it's like realistically it's not going to be like that. Like I have to start off slow. I'm going to use my iPhone, then eventually I'll get a camera. It'll be a little dusty, lackluster in the beginning. Then I'll figure out how I'm gonna do intros and all that stuff. Like all that's gonna come in time. Yeah, so I was just sitting here. I realized I had to do something. My hair. I realized I was supposed to start my YouTube channel last year. Yeah, 2019. It's 2020. So I was just like, F it, start rolling, get the camera, let's just see. So I did a twist out. Um, Hopefully it edits well and I don't look crazy. And I figure out what I'm doing. And then there will be more. But for now, bear with me, please. And thank you. The next day. So here you can see I already took one side out. The whole side is completely untwisted, and I leave that braid that was in the front to be a buffer for my face. And I'm just going to take one piece from the other side, and the way I untwist it is like I just unravel it. I don't pick it apart because that creates way more frizz for the individual strands than I would like. So after I unravel it, I just pull it apart. Here you can see that they're still pretty shapely, um, from the way that I unravel them as opposed to untwisting it from the bottom. And then I just like break my fingers through the 2 strands to create more volume. And there you have it. Final product is a huge afro brought to you by 2 strand twist. Here I have my bobby pins. I'm going to just push my hair out of my face a little bit so I can see the cornrow braid that's in the front. I just push it like behind my ear, sort of like in the middle of my head, bobby pin that down so that way you can't see it. And it might not look like a big deal, but it definitely lifts the hair off of my face.